Ladies and gentlemen, patriots and purveyors of politics, gather round. Because what we're about to witness is not just policy. It's not just paperwork. It's not even just politics. No, this is pageantry, this is power, this is pure presidential theater. And the stage, none other than the golden streets of Los Angeles, California. The spotlight, it's shining bright on the 2028 Olympic Games. And stepping into that light, swaggering, grinning, executive order in hand, is none other than Donald J. Trump. Now, don't blink. Don't dare. Because this isn't just a signature. This isn't just a pen gliding across paper. This is a man doing what he does best, turning an international sporting event into a national spectacle. But not just any spectacle, his spectacle. Enter the Trump Task Force. Oh, you thought it was about logistics, security, traffic patterns. Oh no, friend, no. That's just the sugar coating on a candy-coated Trojan horse. Because the real genius, the real art of this deal, is something far more cunning, far more familiar. It's the oldest trick in the book. The same one that works on toddlers with glittering toys and puppies with squeaky bones. Give 'em something to play with. Keep 'em busy. Let 'em think it was their idea. And while they're all caught up in the game, while the cameras roll and the reporters fumble over buzzwords, you slip past. You get things done, your way. You see, America, President Trump isn't just forming a committee. He's not just creating a group of bureaucrats to shuffle papers from one desk to another. No, what he's doing is what he's always done, redirecting the narrative. Controlling the spotlight, feeding the machine a shiny new object to chase. And oh, what an object it is. The Olympics, those glorious games of gold, grit, and global grandeur. The rings, the torches, the soaring anthems. But behind the scenes, it's a labyrinth of logistics, a minefield of coordination. Security, transport, infrastructure, international diplomacy, it's a monstrous beast. But Trump, he feeds beasts for breakfast. So he signs the executive order. With flair, with cameras, with timing so precise it could win a gold medal in choreography. And just like that, he's chairing the task force. That's right, the president himself. Not a mayor, not a secretary, not a cabinet member. Him, the chair, the kingmaker, the showrunner. And now, every discussion about Olympic traffic runs through Trump Tower. Every security concern has his fingerprints. Every interagency memo has echoes of that familiar slogan, "Make America Great Again, one venue at a time." Critics scoff. They always do. They say it's unnecessary. They say it's overreach. They point to past Olympics, Atlanta, Salt Lake City, where task forces hummed along just fine without executive bluster. But Trump doesn't do fine. He doesn't do quiet. He doesn't do what worked before. He does Trump. Because in his world, every flame is an eternal flame, every sprint a race to the ratings, every podium a pulpit. This isn't about infrastructure. This is about influence. This is about framing the Olympics not as a civic event, but as a Trump production. Not as America opening its arms to the world, but as Trump welcoming the world to his backyard. Every bus route becomes a press release. Every security checkpoint becomes a soundbite. And every interagency meeting, a mini episode in the grand reality show of his legacy. They call it a distraction. Good. Distractions work. Distractions win elections. Distractions create coverage, consume bandwidth, and shape narratives. Distractions keep the watchdogs chasing shadows while the architect builds skyscrapers. And let's be clear, this task force isn't just a play for LA. It's a long game move for the history books. Because when those games kick off, when the torch is lit and the cameras pan over the glittering skyline of Los Angeles, there will be one name echoing louder than any anthem. Not a sprinter, not a gymnast, not a swimmer. Trump. Because he was there first. Because he laid the groundwork. Because he chaired the operation. So when the medals are handed out, don't be surprised if he's angling for one of his own, gold-plated, self-awarded, and emblazoned with a T. He's already rebranded global diplomacy into handshake theater. He's already turned summits into stagecraft. And now, he's turning Olympic logistics into legacy fuel. The task force will meet. The task force will plan. But don't be fooled. The real task is already underway. It's the task of staying in the conversation. Of shaping how the story gets told. Of making sure every lane, Every light post, every vendor permit sings the same chorus: Trump was here. This isn't governance. This is guerrilla marketing with a seal of office. This is The Apprentice, Olympic edition. And just like the original, it's not about who gets hired. It's about who controls the edit, who frames the conflict, who decides when to cue the dramatic music. And this time, the stage isn't a boardroom. It's a global stadium. The audience isn't just TV viewers. It's the world. So sure, you can talk about budgets. You can talk about interagency coordination. But that's just the script. The real plot. It's about power. It's about image. It's about making every American, every voter, every donor, every skeptic, look at the 2028 Olympics and see more than sports. See strategy. See legacy. See Trump. Because this isn't a task force. It's a Trojan horse with gold medals dangling from its mane. And by the time you realize it, the cameras are rolling, the crowd is cheering, and the credits are already crawling up the screen.